Okay, so the butterfly pull-up is different from the regular kipping pull-up. In the regular kipping pull-up, we have this kind of back and up, and then back and forward. So it's this back and forth kind of motion. With the butterfly pull-up, it's more of a continuous motion. So it arcs around the back, and then it comes more or less straight down as we reset for each rep. When you're learning, when you're watching other people, oftentimes it's gonna look like this big circle. And depending on who you're watching, it may be a big circle, but that's really not what we wanna do. One of those reasons is because the bar's in the way, so if we do this big circle, you're gonna run into the bar. So we wanna be able to get up above that bar, but then smoothly come down and keep this nice arc. And so a really easy way that we can practice this without burning up energy is with our feet on a box. And so here, my chin's not gonna go above the bar, but that's totally fine because we just want to get the feeling of that circular motion. So here, I'm gonna be right under the bar. I'm gonna drop straight down, a little ahead of the bar, and that's naturally gonna make me swing back this way. So I'm gonna drop down. As I feel my arms get straight and I start to swing back, I'm gonna arc back, give a little elbow pull, and then I'm gonna fall back down to that same position I was in to start. So I'm just making these nice, smooth circles beneath the bar, just to kind of grease that groove, just to get the feeling of going in a circle versus that back and forth movement. So many as is in the program, maybe we'll do sets of 10, something like that. Maybe we'll say just practice for 5 minutes, but we're gonna work on that just to create that feeling under a low stress environment, not tear up your hands, not burn up your arms, so that you have energy to practice the fully weighted movement. And I'll show you how to do that right now. So with the full movement, we're kind of gonna do the same thing that we did with the box. We're gonna start with low butterflies to get the feeling of the rhythm. And then as we get more comfortable, we'll gradually titrate up and get higher and higher and higher. So I'll show you what that first set looks like, nice and low, with a little smooth circle. Jump up, boom, right here. Nice and low, feeling that rhythm. So you'll notice to initiate it, I'm gonna kick my feet up, and that makes me lean back, and then I pop my hips, that brings me forward, and then I fall down, and I repeat that sequence. I'll do it one more time low, and I'll try to do it somewhat slow so it's easy to see. Feet come up, body goes back, pop the hips through, pop the hips through. And so we got a train coming by, but I think you'll still be able to hear me. With that sequence, we just gradually get a little more feet kick and a little more rock back, and that's gonna give us more elevation so that when we pop the hips, we go a little bit higher. So I'll show you the full butterfly pull-up, and then it's the same thing for the chest to bar. It's just like a slightly bigger arc, a little more power. So let's check out just the full chin over bar butterfly pull-up. Feet up, pop, 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 pop. And so that's that motion. Feet up, we lean back, pop, and pull. And it's gonna feel crazy at first. You're gonna do sets of 1. When you're learning, when you get tired, you're gonna go back to that regular kipping pull-up because that's what your brain has learned to do. But through a combination of just working these low circles, practicing it with low intensity on the box, you will get better at the butterfly pull-up.